Hey friends, Miss Parenti here from your garden lab. Well, from my home garden while we are all sheltering in place. Our garden lab at school is sure missing you. The stump circle, the garden boxes, where you get to dig and plant and taste the things that you plant. They're sure missing you. So this month you get a grow kit so you can do some of the garden lab activities at home. And this is a pea seed growing kit. These here are tiny pea plants that are already growing. See their leaves and their tall, strong, skinny stems. And these cute parts on the top, those are tendrils. They are going to wrap around a stick or a tomato cage, depending on where you put your pea seed. So I'm going to demonstrate for you what you get to do at home. Inside your pea kit, you have a small bag of soil. You have a paper cup. And you have a small envelope with seeds inside. In order to make these grow the best they can, the soil needs to be soaking wet, no, just damp before you put it into your cup. So find a bowl, a cup, something from your sandbox, something that an adult says is okay to put soil in, but that does not have holes in the bottom, okay, because we don't want the soil to fall out the bottom. You're going to dump all of your soil in at one time. See all of that soil? It's super dry, but seeds need water to grow, so we're going to get it wet first. I'm going to put a little bit of water from my cup inside here, and I'm going to stir it around with my garden spoon. Make sure whatever you use to stir it around is okay with an adult to be put into soil. You could use your hands, you could use a shovel, you could use a stick, you could use, I have a garden spoon. I'm gonna dig it around. Oh my goodness, look at all that water. Way too much, way too much, way too much. So I'm gonna scoop it out into my cup, leaving the water behind. I'm not gonna dump it, I'm just gonna scoop it, leaving all that extra water behind. And maybe an adult can help you leave all that water behind. That might be helpful. Or you know what else is helpful? These tools here. If I take it and I squeeze it, I can put it in. My finger tools are sometimes the best tools. See all that water? That was a little extra. So I don't want that in my paper cup because my seeds might float. They might just get too wet. Next, I'm going to open my envelope. There are 3 seeds in here, and they look like peas you might eat for dinner, all dried up, because that's what's gonna grow, is peas. Let's see. Here are my pea seeds. 1, 2, 3. All right, how deep? Do we want to just put them on top of the soil? No way. We want to put them as deep as your first knuckle. Here is my 3rd knuckle. Here is my 2nd knuckle. Here is my 1st, where my finger bends the first time. So I'm going to make 3 holes as deep as the first bend in my finger. 1, 2, 3. Just as deep as that first bend in my finger. And then I'm going to pop them in. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to cover them up just a bit. These seeds like to be warm while they're in the soil. So at home you can find a sunny place. Not too hot, maybe a windowsill, and let them sit. And they will grow just like these peas in about 5 days. When they grow, you can taste them whenever you're ready. they will grow, and they will grow as tall as this stick. And on those branches, you will see pea pods that look just like that. You can eat the whole pea pod when it grows. But did you know on a pea plant, you can eat the leaves of a pea plant, you can eat the stems of a pea plant, and you can eat these tendrils that reach and hold a stick or a tomato cage so they can help them grow taller and taller and taller and taller. So I want to show you. When it gets about this big, if you want to put it in your garden at home, you may. Or you might want to put it in a larger pot with more soil. That's okay too. Let's see. Oh, if I dig it out, I want to see if you can identify some of the parts on this pea plant. Whoa, check that out. What do you see? If I hold it upside down, what do you see? If I hold it sideways, what do you see? Do you see that pea right here? That pea that I put in the soil? And from that pea came the roots reaching out and digging deep into the soil, searching for nutrients and sucking up water. And from that seed came a strong stem and leaves and those tendrils. And next will come flowers, and out of those flowers will come pea pods. I can't wait for you to tell me or show me on Google Classroom, in our STEAM Lab classroom, what happens with your cup and your plant. So if we have our cup and our soil and our seeds, what do we need to do to keep them growing? We need to keep them moist, not sopping wet. Remember, this was too much water. We don't want that much water. We just want it to be nice and moist. So some tools you might use are a spray bottle, a watering can, a measuring cup, anything you think to keep it nice and moist. 2 sprays a day, 3 sprays a day, you decide. But keep that soil nice and moist so that those seeds will grow.